That's right. It's the Elite Four. Welcome back, episode 2. We are all slowly but surely making our way through, what's this region?
Sinnoh.
The Sinnoh region to become grand champion. Who will it be? Will it be me, Shimdiggy, or Mayor Svanberg?
It's me.
Also, that's him. Justin?
No, it's me.
Or Dr. Kodak? Jonathan?
Nah, I think I'm Elite Four number 1. I think it'll be me.
I don't think it'll be me. But let's find out.
No, I don't think it'll be you either. I think you have as good a shot as any of us.
But it won't be me.
But I don't think it'll be you because I think it'll be me.
As good of a shot as I have, it won't be me.
Well, it's not going to be any of you because it's going to be me, so.
It might be him. It's not going to be me.
I don't think it'll be Ben because you can only have so many wins and good luck. And he's going to use all of his good luck on his mayoral campaign. And he'll run out of luck for the Elite Four run.
I have too much luck.
And I don't think it'll be just Justin because he has no competitive edge to him because his mom didn't let him play Smash Brothers from an early enough age.
True.
Hey, I might get that later on. You don't know.
It's fair. And I don't think it'll be Matt because he was allowed to play M games at too young of an age. Whereas I was raised appropriately with video games.
I had to get around things. Like, my parents wouldn't just, go buy me Grand Theft Auto. I had to buy it from my friends after they were done with it.
See, your criminal past may help you when it comes to certain things in the game, like stealing money from the little kids that you beat, but it's not going to help you beat the Elite Four.
Oh.
Listen, it was a good business. I would just find out whatever GameStop was offering for the used game, and then I'd give them $5 more.
So you give them $10?
Yeah. I'll be like, whatever GameStop offers, I'll give you $5 more. And that's how I got Oblivion. That's how I got Assassin's Creed. That's how I got, what else? I don't know. I don't remember what else. Grand Theft Auto 4. I got Grand Theft Auto 4 like that.
God, GameStop is such a scam.
Listen, they're just trying to get by.
I remember I bought a game from them once, and I brought it home. I played it for an hour, and I was like, actually, this game is awful. I'm not enjoying this game at all. And so I went back to GameStop the next day, and I was like, hey, I'm going to be honest, I just don't really like this. Can I return this game? And they go, no, you can't. We don't do returns, but you can, sell it back to us and we'll buy it back from you. And it was a $60 game that I had gotten the day before. I'd played it for an hour. And I was like, I'd really just like to return it if I could. I really don't want to haggle with you and try to sell it back. And he goes, nah, you have to. And he's like, I'll give you $40 for it. And it's $20 to play it for a single day. It was awful.
That's pretty awful. But at the same time, I'm sure people would do that all the time. They'd beat it in a night and then try to return it.
I get it. But still. Oh no. That's why for a while I stopped buying games. You guys remember Redbox used to rent games? I would rent the game for a week because a lot of games I would wait till I had a weekend or a week where I'm okay, I know I'm relatively free. I'll just play it during that week.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day you could use gift cards on Redbox or loadable prepaid cards. And people would just go and use the prepaid cards and just keep the movies because it would just charge that prepaid card.
That's awful. But what do you expect? People are the worst. That's like TikTok showed me like 3 videos of people trying to like do return scams or like sell stuff to pawn shops. That was just like, oh, it's this Sawzall, like I've never opened it. I just got it for Christmas, but I don't need it right now. I just want to pawn it. I'll buy it back. And the guy like slowly goes through the process of opening the box. She's just like, hey, I never opened it, so I don't know what you're going to see in there, because I never opened it. The dude's just like, yeah, it's true, whatever. And sure enough, it's just, a box within the main box just full of newspaper. And she's like, oh my God, I had no clue. It's just like, why even go through the process?
It sounds like so much work.
I know. I've never understood that.
I saw this Mark Rober video a couple weeks ago where he was doing his like glitter bomb thing.
Right.
Like his on the porch glitter bomb. And he like decorated the box to look like it was some new Apple product. It was like the Apple Home or whatever, right? Big box. And this guy stole it and took it to a pawn shop and was like, no, this is the brand new thing. I want like $700 for it.
Right.
And the guy's like, no way, I'll give you $500. $500. The guy's like, no, this is brand new, haven't even opened it. I want $700. And the guy's like, well, no, how do I even know that it's in there? It's not even a real product. And finally, like, the pawn shop owner will, like, open it, and then it explodes with glitter and, like, sprays him with, like, skunk spray and all this stuff. And he could have just taken the $400 and left, but...
Yeah, right?
It's just greed, man.
I fucking love greed. I'm so greedy.
I love pawn shops.
Pawn shops are such a weird concept to me. I remember when me and Nick got all of our like stuff stolen from our apartment. We like went and checked out local pawn shops because one of the cops told us sometimes they'll sell stuff there if it doesn't have like specific serial numbers and stuff that we can track. So like it might be worth it to check it out. So we went to like check them out, and I was really surprised with the amount of like decent shit you can buy at a pawn shop.
Oh yeah.
Like people just constantly, it was so funny looking at like you could find so many musical instruments that like clearly people cared about at some point, but eventually they had to get rid of it. That's where I got my electric guitar from. It's really nice, except none of the electronics inside work.
I've just never understood, like, the value proposition at pawn shops. Like, because you give your stuff away you get a little bit of money, and you have to buy the thing back. I don't understand that, like, loan process.
Well...
Like, I understand it mechanically, but, like...
Right. It's the convenience of being able to get the money right now. Whereas, like, with trying to sell the item, wholesale, you're going to have to look for a buyer and go through the whole process of trying to convince somebody to take it off your hands. Whereas with a pawn shop, it's, less likely that they'll just like tell you straight up, no, I'm not going to take this whatsoever. They'll give you something for it if you're desperate
or
enough.
They'll just give you like, like it'll be like Rick Harrison where he's like, I'll give you a couple bucks for it.
Right. I mean, even if you need a couple bucks, you'll take a couple bucks.
It's true.
It's like, I get it.
Man, this rival battle is harder this time, it feels like.
That rival battle sucked. He actually took out my starter.
You still have your starter?
I do right now, yeah. Because I was able to nickname it. I thought that I missed the nickname.
Wow.
But I didn't. Then I was able to nickname it. I'll delete it later. Or release it.
Is Pawn Stars the yassification of pawn shops? I don't really understand yassification in general, but like as a sort of general question, is that like correct?
I guess for the time that it came out, yes. I'll go ahead and say yeah.
You'll say yes?
I'll say yes, definitely. Well, remember like Storage Wars?
Yeah.
Because there were definitely characters on that show who were like yassifying that whole thing, especially in the later seasons. Like after they got rid of the guy, the annoying dude who would just go, yup.
Mm-hmm.
David Hester. His name was David Hester. I remember.
You know your Storage Wars lore.
I know my Storage Wars lore. Storage Wars lores. And yeah, he got kicked off. And after that, they were like, fuck, we need somebody to fill the void of being like someone who actually like exists in the scene, but is also super annoying enough for TV. And they would just bring in like all kinds of random fucking people. And if I remember correctly, there was like an actual like glammed up, yassified kind of woman, which of course you'd expect.
I remember something like that.
But that was like the latest season. And then they had all these spin-off shows where like they were in different cities and all this other shit. I wonder if Storage Wars is still around.
No, I don't think so. I think they...
Let
Well,
me check.
I don't know. Apparently Jersey Shore's still around.
Well, Jersey Shore's never going to die. People just love trash.
No, it's still going on. Yeah. They're still making seasons for it.
wow.
They're on season 13.
That's
New
awesome.
episode premieres on the 4th of January.
That's awesome.
I hope they bring David Hester back.
I don't think they ever will. Because, like, I think he came out and said, like, the whole show's fake.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and then that's why they kicked him off.
Well, he also wanted more money, is what it originally was. He wanted more money to keep doing the show. And then when he didn't get it, he was like, the show's fake anyway.
Yeah. Good for him, though. Because it was fake.
Well, like, I think every one of those shows on History is fake. It's on History Channel, right?
Yeah, I think so. Everything except for Oak Island. That's real.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was on Spike TV.
It might have moved to Spike TV. I wouldn't doubt it
Mhm.
because it's just trashy TV. But Oak Island is the only real show on History Channel, and you know that it's real because they've never found that fucking treasure. Not even once. Well, I guess they never find Bigfoot, but those are real too. The shows are real. Bigfoot might not be.
Well, no, I mean, like, Pawn Stars and all those, like, they always plant items.
Well, right.
You know, like, a guy will come in and be like, I have Abraham Lincoln's wedding ring. And it's like, no, you didn't. You didn't find that in your grandpa's attic.
Shit.
And you're not here to pawn it for $750.
Is that an actual
I just
a shop or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can go there. They have like commemorative gold coins or silver coins of the old man after he died. Or I think they made him when he was still alive.
May rest in peace.
Rest in peace, the old man.
I remember back when the whole Battletoads thing was going on, I called them multiple times asking if they had Battletoads.
You did, really?
Yeah. And then I called it was like my third time or something, and he's like, yeah, you know what, we have it. Why don't you come on in and pick it up? And I said, all right, sure, yeah, I'll be there.
And then you never came.
Never came.
Did you
They were
recognize any of their voices?
I think it was, what was his name? Jim or something?
Chumley.
Chumley.
Chumley,
Big Hoss?
yeah. Chumley. That's the guy who I was talking to on the phone.
That's awesome.
That one is so funny because, like, it doesn't make any sense. Like a pawn shop in Vegas doesn't work for, like, you can't fulfill the other half of the thing. You can only sell to them. You know, like, if you don't live there. So it just becomes this funny show where, like, you have this, you know, grumpy cast of characters refusing to give full price for some item. Like, that's all the show is.
Well,
It's like someone's always bringing in their buddy Mike.
yeah, they bring in their buddy and they give you the history, the whole background of that item. That's what it's about. It's
Ah.
about bringing in your family heirlooms that, your great-great-grandfather brought on the boat with him as he immigrated to America, and now you're going to sell it for like $30. That's what
I
it's
can't
all
wait
about.
until 10 years from now when Chumlee opens his own NFT pawn shop.
True.
I love the idea of an NFT pawn shop.
It's a thing, apparently.
I have to release my Magikarp. I wouldn't doubt that it's already
I couldn't find a Magikarp. It was
People are making moves on the metaverse.
really upsetting.
Yeah, I caught one and forgot to nickname it, so I had to catch another one, and then I just released the first one.
I still like the idea of, instead of, like, I pitched this on my stream, of, like, instead of just a pawn shop, it's a NFT pawn shop, except it's Shark's Tank style, where you have to approach the pawns, You say, hello, pawns, I would like to come to you with my original Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT, number 2,455, only been sold 3 times, originally possessed by my grandfather. I would like to sell this for 25 Ethereum. And they'll go, Chumlee would be like, oh, I don't know. I'll give you 10 Ethereum. And Rick Harrison's like, I'll give you an Ethereum for it, You could do the whole back and forth. You can bring in an expert, right? They'll have like a bit boy come in, and he'll be like, I'll give you 10 Bitcoin for that.
I'd watch it.
Yeah, same.
And then, yeah, I would too.
I like the Shark Tank angle, just because, with NFTs, there's no history. It's just like, it was made 3 months ago by a literal child.
Yeah, but it's also funny because, from the Shark Tank perspectives, they'll be like, well, what's the utility? I want to make sure I'm getting in on some good utility here. What's the community like, And then you have to, pitch the community and everything to them.
And seeing people scramble, justifying the fact that they paid $175,000 for a monkey picture. That would be funny.
Not just any monkey. This is a red Bored Ape Yacht Club.
Oh.
Right, they made a whole Netflix show about those.
I own the main character. What do you say, prawns?
Oh, I'm stupid.
What would you give me for it? But I love Shark Tank as a concept. And they've done spin-offs of it in other countries, right?
There's
I think Dragon's Den or something is the England one.
I think Dragon's Den came first, if I'm not mistaken.
Huh. Shark Tank sounds cooler, though.
Shark Tank is cooler. No, Shark Tank's 100% cooler. It's like with British Office versus American Office. The American version is way cooler.
The British one's just sad.
I've
You
never
just don't
actually
get the
watched
dry
it.
British humor. You're not cultured.
I just got sick of American Office, so I was like, I can't take any more Office.
I don't think I've watched more than an episode of British Office. I think Ricky Gervais is funny. I didn't think the show was that good.
I'm more familiar with, because the Michael Scott of the British Office, Ricky Gervais's character is named David Brent. I'm more familiar with more David Brent stuff post The Office versus my actual knowledge of the character the show that character came from. Fuck.
Wait, so he's done other things with that character?
Yeah, he cameoed in the U.S. office at one point. I think they made a movie out of him with him in it.
They did. Yeah.
Honestly, it was good in many ways for American culture that they finally took The Office off Netflix. So people would stop watching it.
The Office was one of those shows where it's good, but it gets too hyped up.
You see, I'd watch it only if like it was the back. I'd keep it as background noise when I was like doing homework in school, and that was about it.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I watched through it all when I was in college, and it was all right. The show gets more intolerable once you get past season 4. Because at the end of season 4 is when Jim and Pam get together. Mm-hmm. And after that, it's just like they just stopped caring.
Yeah, like I think the classic explanation is like all the characters sort of get Flanderized.
Yeah.
Where they just only become the joke that they started with.
Yeah. The worst case with that is Andy.
Oh,
because he starts out as like a real guy that you would work with who has like anger management issues, and he's just kind of crazy and competitive, and then he slowly just turns into just like a choir boy with daddy issues.
Yeah, they did do that to him.
Yeah, it was awful.
Like I think his entire character just became like just this ineffective guy.
Yeah, and he just sings a cappella all the time and is super annoying.
Oh, he's a train wreck in the last 2 seasons, though. It was, like, insufferable to watch through it. And then I remember, I don't know if you guys remember this, but there's like an episode where it's surrounded by Dwight and his family. And that episode was so poorly received that, like, originally that was supposed to be like a start-off episode, like where the spin-off Dwight show would begin. But no one liked it at all, so they didn't continue with the project. Yeah.
It's not surprising.
I mean, I don't think Friends is funny. I'll be honest with you. Nor do I like it.
I think that's a pretty tame opinion at this point. Nobody really likes Friends that much. People liked Friends because there weren't as many options then.
Nah, Seinfeld was around back then. You could just watch Seinfeld.
Yeah, but like, now, you've got The Office to watch. Then you only had Friends or Seinfeld to watch. Now you have Friends, The Office, and Seinfeld.
You could just watch Seinfeld.
Yeah, I'd still only recommend Seinfeld.
Just watch
Seinfeld. I still haven't seen Seinfeld.
You've never seen Seinfeld?
Not seen one episode.
What?
Nope.
How?
I just... it was never on the TV at the house, and my mom liked Friends more than Seinfeld, I guess, because that's what was on usually.
Oh, no wonder she bought
that
you
or
Mickey's
Nancy Grace
Cart 64.
It's not. So I lied to you. It wasn't Mickey Mouse. It wasn't a Mickey Mouse racing game. It was a Walt Disney themed racing game with the 2 chipmunks on the front of the cover.
Honestly, that's even worse.
Yeah.
At least Mickey is respectable.
Here,
just that side.
Listen, let me show y'all. I'll put this in the Discord. You can put this on the screen at some point.
Yeah, I'll just.
Ben, you've watched Seinfeld, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, good.
Ben loves Seinfeld. He quotes it all the time.
I cannot find the Pokemon I want. That's really disappointing.
That looks awful. Disney World Magical Racing Tour. That's not even a game. That's software. That's just like a point and click. Like that's the thing you'd play in a DVD menu.
Well, hell, my first game was Turbo Turtle. You guys know what that is?
That one.
No, what is that?
No. All your games came with Microsoft Word, dude.
Turbo Turtle was this little shitty puzzle game revolving around this turtle, and it was god awful. Let me see if I can find a photo of it. I bought it brand new off Amazon for like $12 a few years ago, just because it was for sale. Let's see, Turbo.
What was my first game?
There it is. Oh fuck! There it is. Yep.
I don't remember my first game. I remember some of my first games, but I don't remember like my first one.
I think it would have been like Super Smash Bros.
There it
Because
is.
our first console was the Nintendo 64. Oh my god. What is that? In a Game Boy Advance?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I love that thing.
I'll tell you.
It's like a weird bug.
Yeah, it looks more like a bug. What was the game? What did you do?
Here, let me send you a photo of the gameplay. It's kind of hard to explain. It's like a puzzle game where, like, if you move the analog stick left, your turtle will only go left. So you're trying to make it to the end point of the level. While, like...
Yeah, they're using the Ninja Turtles font too, aren't they?
Yeah, I was about to say, isn't that the Ninja Turtles font?
Yeah, so you're trying to make it to this little portal. Let me see if I find it. There it is. Yeah, I'll put this in the chat. You can put this on the screen in a minute. Yes, I didn't play this game at all that much. So she ended up buying me Super Mario Land later on. Yeah.
Weird, dude.
And that was the worst Mario game out of all of them, honestly. There it is.
Which
Super
one?
Mario Land. Yep.
Super Mario Land?
So, like, did you have a
Dude, that-
turtle that you, like, piloted
No,
around?
you are the turtle. You're in the shell. And you're trying to make it from point A to point
Oh, Turtle in the Shell. I've seen that anime.
There you go.
I hate this. It looks awful.
So you're just the
No,
shell.
the turtle's in the shell. Just you're trying to get from point A to point B without falling off the
That
edge.
sucks. That game sucks, Justin.
If you didn't know that there was a turtle in the shell, if that wasn't just no knowledge to us, it could just be a shell.
It looks like the head of one of the bad guys from Galaxy Quest. That's what it looks like. Because they had these like turtle shell helmets that were cool, and they looked like they were like covered in seaweed all the time.
Yeah, I
what's
remember
funny
that.
is the game's gone up in value the last few years. Because I'm telling you, I bought it off like Amazon for like $12 brand new, and I still have it in my shelf. But I checked earlier on, I think it was like last year. It was like $30.
Dude, people love it.
I lied. It's $18 used. Very good. Brand new. Brand new is $50. Hell yeah! All right.
Wow.
Hey.
Dude, another couple years. Yeah, that thing might be worth
It's my own
$250.
personal NFT.
Classic games have gone up a ridiculous amount in value because people have realized, like, oh, we can just start selling them for higher prices, and people will pay that.
Did y'all see
It's the Nintendo
people
model.
getting mad at Logan Paul for putting a bunch of Pokemon Game Boys in resin?
That's very
Yeah.
relevant. Yes, and I think people are stupid to get mad at him.
Well, it's funny because I saw that video organically. Like, it just popped
Yeah.
up for me. And I was
Wait,
watching
so what
it.
did he do?
So Logan Paul like made this TikTok where like, and it's like a very well made TikTok. Like I almost didn't know it was Logan Paul at first. Where he like does this art project where he takes a bunch of like old Game Boys, casts them in resin, and then puts them into like a table. So he's got this like little Game Boy table,
I'll be honest with you, it looks sick.
and that's it.
It's a cool table.
Yeah. I thought the same thing. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. But I checked the comments, and like probably 80-90% of the comments like were like, oh no, I hope those were just cases. Oh, I hope they didn't work. I hope they're broken Game Boys.
Oh shit!
And that's like what most of the comments were. There were a couple of comments in there that was like, oh wow, I didn't realize this was Logan Paul. But most people had just lost their mind.
Yeah, it's
Seems
like
like
they're
they're
old
just
Game
getting
Boys.
upset for no reason.
Yeah. They're old Game Boys. You weren't going to play on them. If somebody gave you that Game Boy, you would get so tired of it.
I mean,
so fast.
I don't know if this is true or not, but I know. Well, first off, there are millions of Game Boy colors around this fucking world, like around this globe. It's not even funny. I hear that you can buy them off the streets in Japan for like $15-20 USD.
Oh yeah.
I believe it.
I've got a Game Boy Color from. I have the one that from like when I was little.
Yeah, I've still got mine.
I have mine too. And also, I don't know who would want to go back to replay those. It's not a pleasant experience whatsoever.
Yeah, I've tried. Like, when you're so used to having just a phone with a backlit screen, it makes it just impossible to try to pick up a Game Boy Color at all.
Yeah, it's just garbage by this point.
Yeah, it's awful. It sucks.
Now I've seen people where they like take an old Game Boy SP case and they like replace the screen and the battery and like the sound like card in there or soundboard or whatever the speaker is, and they like replace everything and they like kit the whole thing out so it's actually playable.
That's cool.
I think that's cool. And so if you can do that, then it's like, okay, maybe you have a reason to go back and play Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of, or Oracle of Seasons or whatever, right? But like, otherwise, you weren't going to do it.
I think they released a Game Boy Advance SP like really later on in the lifespan, which had a backlit screen and an improved improved sound system in it.
I had that.
I never got one. I bought a Game Boy Micro, brand new, a few years ago. I opened it up recently, and I don't know if have you guys ever like held one of those in your hand?
Mm-hmm.
No.
So fucking tiny. Like I was going cross-eyed trying to play. It was
Turbo Turtle.
No, Mario Kart on the Game Boy. Now Turbo Turtle staying in the box. That's my retirement fund right there. I don't have a 401k. I'm just gonna use Turbo Turtle to get on.
Yeah.
You gotta put it in a bank vault, dude. You can't just leave that thing around your house. Like, especially once this goes out on the internet.
Dude,
people are gonna know.
Resin.
I'm gonna give people your address and split the profits with them.
Don't do that.
I don't blame you. Oh wow! Look at that, guys. Time flies.
Oh shoot!
Time flies when you are enjoying the EliteFour.
Are we doing another episode?
Yeah, I'm down to do one more.
All right, we'll do one more. Then I'm just gonna stop in the middle of this battle.
Sure.
All right, everybody say
bye.
We'll
Bye.
Bye. Hello. Hi there. I just wanted to say that if you made it this far, thank you for watching, and please consider subscribing. We've got a lot more of these videos coming down the line, and I'll probably make some more stuff too. If you want to see some other content, you can go to my Twitch channel, which is linked in the description. Have a good one, and stay safe.